today's video we'll be going over the part I hate the most about the M4 and probably the only bad part about it. The rest is pretty nice, perfect almost. And I'll be showing you why I think that and then some good parts it still has around that part. Now let's get straight into the video and driving to show you guys what I'm talking about. As I'm driving, I want to tell you the main issue has to do with driving. And it is the transmission torque converter coming from a dual clutch. It's a little bit different. The launch control disables itself after like 2-3 times in a row. I haven't really seen that much in cars, but I guess it's maybe to protect the all-wheel drive or something. If you know why, let me know down in the comments. Why can't I launch it 5-10 times in a row if I want to? And then tying into the launch control, from what I heard, if you do like 100 or a couple hundred, I forgot how many it was, BMW will throttle your power down, so all the launches after that are going to be like half a second slower. But going back to those 2-3 launch controls in a row, if you look at one of my past videos, probably all of them, where I'm trying to do launching, you'll see I can only do it like 2-3 times and then I have to wait, and then it only does like one every 10 minutes or something. But go check that out if you haven't. It's one of the 0 to 60 videos and launch control videos. Really want to do turbos on this thing to give it more power, but from the same transmission in the M5, from what I heard, he was going for like 1,000 horsepower. The transmission kept slipping, overheating, it just couldn't handle it, so he just sold it. With dual clutch, you just upgrade your clutch pack and you're good to go, but you can't do that same thing here with the torque converter. And then it has late paddle shift response. Let me show you what I mean right here. We'll go into manual mode. I won't do a launch or anything, but I want to show you when I click. Like it has a little bit of a delay compared to dual clutch. It's not the same thing. Like when you go full throttle, it's even more delayed. It doesn't feel as engaging, like how you manual guys have a really involved driving experience. With the DCT, you're pretty close to that, just with paddle shifters. And with this, it's another step below. It just doesn't feel as engaging. Like, look at this downshift, how late it is. Probably have to drive both to kind of know better what I'm talking about if you can't see it from the camera. But it's basically the only complaint I have of this car. Everything else is pretty perfect. I'll tell you guys some good parts now about it, which the dual clutch wishes. Let me show you guys the first part. The automatic shifts really nice when you're in automatic mode. From the shifting and everything, it has like those nice dual clutch farts almost, so it has that at least. But what good is that when you can't launch it all the time? And it's, if you don't want to go hard, it's a pretty smooth drive, comfortable. It's not like anything like the dual clutch. I guess that was more of the purpose. I talked about more of this in another video too. And let me show you guys the launch, because that's one of the positives too of how quick it is. If you can hear the shifts, I shifted before the red line, but it didn't react quick enough, so it hit the limiter a little bit. And that also didn't engage in launch control, which goes back to it being annoying. Let me try another launch control here. because normally you're not supposed to shift. Let's see now. Active. Like, you can feel your head and brain all going backwards, so that's really fast. But I think it's just almost a lousy launch control system if you can't use it all the time. And for some reason it shifts too fast sometimes into the next gear. Like first to second, it doesn't even give a chance to first, it just goes to second and it doesn't seem as fast. I feel like it needs more time in first gear to go harder, launch harder, but what do I know? But yeah, that's my main issue with this car, which is not a big deal. It's still really fun and everything. But what do you guys think that has this car? Do you like it compared to dual clutches? If you have a manual, this probably doesn't apply to you. The manual is always going to be fun wherever you have it. But thank you guys so much for watching and listening to this and all of that. It really means a lot to me if you subscribed. I would appreciate that. And I'll see you guys next week in the next video. Peace.